So this might be part 2 of the saga on this mower. So I've just been looking at diagrams on the internet because there's nothing, and I've been looking at manuals as well, and it doesn't come up with much. So I've opened this back up, and here is this tube. This is held on with 2 bolts here, and they are so on the left and on the right. So one's anti-clockwise, the other one's clockwise. Is that right? Anyway. So then we come across this gearbox, and on this gearbox, I'm not too sure what this is. Now, whether it's an oil container or a breather, I'm not too sure. It could be oil, and it fits, but I think it's been whacked off when the belt snapped. So we've got no idea where where the belt and how it fits. We're looking now to see if we can find a diagram. So I need to clean all this up. So it's a bit mess. I mean, the thing is with these, when you've got oil splashed everywhere or muck, they don't seem to rot. They seem to be, this is quite good. It's a 2002 model. So there you go. So he said he looked at it. He said, took one look and went, I'm not fitting that. So, and then he said the battery drains a lot, but I've fixed that. I put new terminals on the battery. I didn't film it. It's quite straightforward to do. 2 new terminals. There was a bracket on here that stopped the battery from sitting properly. I took that off and it sits perfectly in there. Let's have a quick look. And when you turn the key on, we've got not all the lights, but some of them. So we've got neutral. This is your mower cut. You've got park for the brake, the seat. I think these have both been disconnected. I found that. So not a biggie, so I can sort that out. That's pretty straightforward. So how this belt goes on, we do not know. So I'm now going to jack it up the front, and we'll have a little look underneath. Okay, I'm going to do a full video on doing this belt. Well, this will be the video on fitting the belt. Okay, so by looking at this, we just put on some axle stands, by the way. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's really safe because my lad's coming back now. Right, so by the look of it, it's got to go, this belt has got to go right to the top of this pulley. And there's a couple of guides there. See the guides? There. So the belt has got to go on the top pulley. I think my lad's already started. Yeah, he's already started doing it. So, and past the guides, and then it looks like it's got to go on this pulley, which is all right. And then we've got another pulley at the back there. The engine pulley is this one here. This is for the cutting blades. So that'll go. I'm not too sure. That's why we're buying the diagram. That's why we're downloading it, and that's why I want to come with you guys and show you exactly, because this is an older model. It's like I said, it's the 2002 model. So when we figure it out, I'll bring you back. And there's 2 more. Let me show you around the back as well, because that piece I took out. It is a breather tank, and I fitted it back on by a bit of pressure, and it does go on into a slight angle. I want to try and show you the connection, so you can see that it's fitted properly, and it's a slight angle. If I can just, can I get you there? Where are we looking? Oh, there you go. So it does fit. Alright, sorry about that angle, but it's difficult to get to. And then, yeah, so next is the... So there's a pulley, we'll just keep on with the belt. And then there's another pulley just there. And then we've got this main... This is the gearbox. This is hydraulic or something. So this is oil. And this is your main gearbox, so there's no gears. So I've got to figure that. So it looks like it comes round here, and it probably goes on the outside of that pulley, I would have thought. Yeah, definitely. Of course it is. Silly person. So they go on not the outside, the inner side towards the body. And then really just fathom it out from there. There's another pulley there, and then we've got the main one at the front, which I tried showing you. I'll have a look now. So back around the front again, just to show you. So I would say it's about 6 pulleys total. So you got 2. Let's not this one here. So you got that one there. 3, 4, 6. I think it's 6 pulleys, but we'll do it step by step and show you exactly how to do it on this older model. All right, there you go. Following on this belt saga. Now, I didn't film fitting the belt because we had to try and fathom it out. So what we've fathomed out is, right, let's start off at the back. This lever here, that lever, that is your brake lever. So underneath there is a little bolt which is underneath. Okay, so underneath that big nut is a 13mm socket. You can get through it around the back of the wheel there. Okay, you undo that, that comes off. Then let's follow the first belt. It goes on top of that bar, see it? There we go, round that pulley. Let's come back down again, so down to the bottom of the gearbox, around this pulley. Now this is guesswork for the simple reason is there is no diagram that actually tells you how to put it on. Alright, so this is the two back pulleys. As far as we can make out, this is right. We can't think of any other way that it goes on, so we had to undo the handbrake. Okay, so that's that. Right, let's go around the front now. Okay, so we've got it jacked up on two axle stands, some good ones. Okay, make sure that's right. Right, let's see if I can get this here for you. Right, so first, and then we put the belt first of all around the top of this. Can you see that there? It's going around the top. Okay, it can't go any other way, it can only go around the top. And then from there it goes this first pulley. Now my lad had to undo that to get it around the guide rail. Okay, so undo that one. I think he undid that one as well. I was trying to hold it and guide it. Then it goes through a guide there, so it goes, if you can look at it, so the flat goes to the flat, and then on that pulley you can't really go wrong, it's V-shaped, so the V goes into that, and then from there it goes down to the green, and from here it goes down to the green. So it's quite straightforward. So there's like the big pulley, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are the little green ones. Can you see them? See if I can zoom in. Okay, can you see that? There, green one, and on the other side there. Alright, and then down to the gearbox. You've got to remove the airbox off the gearbox. I think it's an airbox anyway. And then what he did, put the main drive belt back on again. This one. Zoom out, sorry folks. And then he put this big drive belt on, which is quite straightforward. That easily went on. And that drives your both cutting blades. These are quite good, this is Nick. Look. It's in good nick underneath there. I don't think this mower's been used a lot, you know. Well, I think it's been stood for quite some time after the belt had gone. So, yeah, so I'll just recap very quickly for you. Top pulley, put that on first. Alright, that's... I'll get my hand out of the way, there we go. Top pulley on first. And then we connected the ones down the back around the green. So you have to undo the handbrake lever. Underneath, 13mm socket. Take the handbrake lever off, tuck the belt around the outside of it. Okay, I'll show you that again in a second. These two pulleys and then the two green pulleys. There is nowhere on the internet it tells you this, so when we just did it, we had to make it up as we went along. So bear with me. Back around the back again. So you can see we had to undo this lever for that to go around the outside of that pipe, and then it carries on to that first pulley, then the second pulley, and then around the main drive. Come back down again from the main drive right the way down to this pulley here, not that bar, that pulley there, and then from there around the drive. So if I can zoom out, there we go, and you can have a good look. If I can get a torch on this, where's my torch? Okay. Follow the belt along. From the pulley to that pulley there, see him? And then across the next one, round the main drive shaft and back down again. And round that pulley like that. So then we've got to put the airbox back on there, and hopefully it bloody works. So there we go, that's the pulley done. I'm going to give all this a clean as well. Okay, and just in case if anybody knows, what does this lever do? It changes the gearbox somehow, but I don't know what. And I'd like to find out if anybody knows what that does. It's a hydro something static, is it? Hydrostatic, I think it's called. Gearbox, might be wrong. But what does that do? What does that lever do? That's it, that's the belt saga, hopefully done. I will keep you posted if it doesn't work. We only know because we took the machine as it was. He said the bloke said the belt had snapped, so we've just guessed how it went back on. I've looked at all the diagrams, it looks pretty well as we've done it. So that's it really. Okay, so if you enjoyed that part of the video, give it a like and a thumbs up, that would be great. If you want to subscribe, please feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate that, and I can keep on doing all these videos for free. All right, we'll catch you in the next one.